What's up, gamers? This is Proto from Average Gamers, and another month has came and gone. We're starting to get into the holiday season with all these major titles being dropped. A few major titles have been dropped now, which is getting a lot of people's attention, and it's just getting us ready for, like I said, the Christmas holiday coming on. This month is going to be a more interesting month because we're going to have a lot of AAA games being dropped leading on into November. So once again, this is probably gonna be another crazy month of major games dropping and seeing how these games turn out. But let's go ahead and get into the top 10 games coming out in October. At number 10, we have Shadow of War. This is one big game that a lot of people have been looking forward to playing. This is continuing on from Shadow of Mordor. And this game is being developed by Monolith. Basically, you go behind enemy lines and turn the enemy's forces against him, creating your own army to take Mordor back. Now, a lot of people are happy that the Nemesis system is coming back in this, and there's going to be a few new changes to this game. But if you played the previous one, you know how the controls pretty much work in this game. Now, I know there's been a lot of controversy going on in this game with the loot box system that they're trying to incorporate, and it looks like they're trying to put microtransactions into it. And it almost looks like it's starting to divide the community behind this. But hopefully all that will be resolved when the game comes out. But it looks like a very interesting title for the next title in this series. Shadow of War is set to release October 10th. At number 9, we have The Evil Within 2. This game is being developed by Bethesda, and this is continuing on the story from the first one. The first one had a nice turnaround. A lot of people liked it, a lot of people didn't like it. Typical that of gamers, but this is continuing on the story. Once again, Sebastian is dealing with Mobius interfering with his life again, and this time he has to save his daughter. She's trapped in this world called Union, and he has to use STEM to get inside to Union to save her. But at the same time, he has to figure out what's going on with Union and why it's collapsing. At the same time, figuring out Mobius's true motives. Now, this isn't going to stem too far away from the first one. This is still going to be a survival horror type game. But in this one, you're going to be able to do a lot of crafting because resources will be limited. But like I said, you'll be able to craft certain weapons and ammo. So you have to do a lot of resources management in this game. But the play style of this game is you basically play how you want. You can be all stealth. You can go guns a-blazing. You can do a mix. And you can play the game however you want. You could try to figure out every little secret, or you could just go straight through the storyline and be done. But it's all up to you. The Evil Within 2 is set to release October 13th. At number 8, we have Rogue Troopers Redux. This is a game being developed by Rebellion. This is actually a mix of a remake and remaster because this game previously came out on Xbox and PS2. And if you played the game before, you know what the game is about. But if you haven't, the backstory is you're a genetic infantryman or a GI, and you were sent down to this planet called New Earth, and you got betrayed, and you are trying to get revenge for you and your comrades. Now, this was a very big popular game. It was actually based on a comic strip at that time that came out, so it has a big fan like cult behind it. So it was a third person shooter that had a lot of things going good for it. So in this, they basically remastered it with newer graphics. They've added in a few new touches in it and everything. So this should be an interesting one coming out. They're gonna have a co-op mode with 2 to 4 players that you can do the campaign in, along with doing their version of a horde mode and other modes that's going to be coming out. So this should be interesting. I remember playing this game a little bit, so it's nice to see it coming back out, and it's nice to see it on nicer graphics. Rogue Trooper Redux is set to release October 17th. At number 7, we have Assassin's Creed Origins. This is another big title that a lot of people have been looking forward to, especially since Ubisoft took a break off from putting one out, which is what a lot of people was hoping, take a break so they could start fresh on the game. So hopefully this one turns out to be a very good game for the series also. And this one is set in Egypt, where you are Bayok. I'm sorry if I say that name wrong, and you're one of the people that helped create the Assassin's Brotherhood. But basically, there are evil forces working behind the shadows, corrupting Egypt, doing their bidding, and you have to figure out why and to stop them. And this is basically going to be a large open world game where you play it how you want to. You could do the missions however you want to, side missions, stories, you name it. There's going to be different weapons types that you can use in combination with a level rarity for each one. So this one shall be another interesting one coming out. Like I said, a lot of people have been looking forward to this one, especially since it's been a break in the series. Hopefully this one revitalizes the series and gets people flooring back to it. But we will see. Assassin's Creed Origins is set to release October 27th. At number 6, we have Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. This is one I personally been looking forward to. I'm happy that they're continuing the series on, and this is gonna be one. This is gonna be one good game. I'm really hoping to. So, backstory on this one is basically you are BJ Blazkowicz if you never played none of these games and you're trying to stop the Nazis from taking over the world. You stopped it at the very end in the last Wolfenstein, but in this one it didn't go as planned. And now they have pretty much taken over the whole world. So you're helping to form a revolution in America to start fighting them back. Now, this is going to be just like any other Wolfenstein. You're going to have unique weapons, first person shooter gameplay, a lot of combat, a lot of goriness going on, and mild comedy. So this is going to be a very interesting one. I know I'm saying that for a lot of these, but a lot of them are very interesting. Like I said, me personally, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I can't wait to get my hands on it and play it. But if you're a fan of Wolfenstein, you're definitely going to like this one. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus is set to release October 27th. At number 5, we have WWE 2K18. This is one of those yearly titles that comes out, and they're going to be doing a few changes in this one along with it. This one is going to have the most realistic graphics, gameplay wise. The My Career mode is returning with being more in depth, letting you do free roam around backstage, meeting the superstars, creating alliances, deciding who to fight in upcoming matches, and so on and so forth. They're actually creating a new mode that's called Road to Glory, where you compete with opponents online to improve your My Player by earning unlockables, boosts, and upgrades, all while securing your entry into special events. So that should be interesting for multiplayer wise, going against other people online. That'll probably keep a lot of people playing it for replay value wise. But it's going to have a deeper level of creation for creating your player, for create a superstar, create a video, and even create an arena of abilities. So if you're a WWE fan, you definitely might be interested in this one. It's going to have the biggest roster for WWE and NXT, along with legendary superstars. So if you have a fan favorite from the old days that you want to use, then you should be able to find it on this one. But if you're a WWE fan and you haven't played one in a while, this might be the one for you. WWE 2K18 is set to release October 17th. At number 4, we have South Park, The Fractured Butthole. I can't stop laughing every time I say that. And this is the next entry into this game. Now, if you play The Stick of Truth, it'll play a little bit like it, but with its own change of pace. This is going to be an RPG game. This is being produced by Ubisoft again, and it's going to be way more in depth than The Stick of Truth was. You're going to be able to create your own superhero in this world, being able to craft different abilities and powers, and you're going to be helping fight crime in the South Park world. along with helping Cartman and all them create their superhero franchise. Now, this isn't gonna be any different from a South Park. You're gonna have the mild humor, the funniness of South Park. So if you love South Park, you're gonna see every bit of it in there. This one is supposed to have more in depth, like I said, for creating your character than Stick of Truth. More open world for you to explore and more things for you to see. So if you're a big South Park fan and you like the Stick of Truth, the Fractured Butthole you will like also. South Park: The Fractured Butthole is set to release October 17th. At number 3, we have Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. And this is basically a remake from the previous one being brought over to 3DS with a new mode called Bowser's Minions. Basically, Peach's voice is stolen, and you, Luigi, and Bowser have to go to the world of Bean Kingdom to get it back. Now, this is still going to be the original with updated graphics. You and Luigi being Mario, you guys are gonna be using powers called Bros to do time attacks to take your enemies down. A new mode called Bowser's Minions lets you play literally Bowser's Minions and the story behind that, how they rescued him. So that's going to be interesting to add into that game. But if you love the previous one, you should like this one also. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is set to release October 6th. At number 2, we have Super Mario Odyssey, another game being produced by Nintendo. And this game has been getting a lot of attention since it's been revealed and shown what's going to be going on. Basically, Bowser's up to his old tricks. He's kidnapped the princess and he's trying to marry her. And you know Mario won't allow that. So he's traveling all across the world to track him down to stop him. But also, you're helping a new friend called Cappy rescue his sister from Bowser's grasp also. So that's how you start using Mario's cap to start using that to get across the world, to take over enemies and use their powers against the other enemies. Now, it's going to be a traditional Mario game with platforming, fighting, and everything you can name in it. There's going to be a lot to do in the game with a lot of replay value, with a lot of mini games going on, and a lot of collection. And this is one title that a lot of people have been looking forward to. And this should be a very, very good title for the Switch, especially holiday wise. So we'll see how this one plays out. Super Mario Odyssey is set to release October 27th. And at number 1, we have Gran Turismo Sport. Well, a lot of the racing game titles dropped this year. It was going to be very interesting to see Gran Turismo come out because in a lot of ways it became the standard for racing games and racing simulation games. But it's not going to change at all. With improved graphics, as always, you're going to have a lot to do in this game. You'll be able to race with over 140 different types of cars with different modes that you can race. You can race for your own country or your favorite manufacturer and national cup and manufacturer fan cups. You'll be able to create your own legacy again and compete against other people across the world using it. You're going to have a lot of power behind this. If you have the PSVR, you'll be able to play select tracks using the VR headset. So that definitely sounds very interesting. But this is one game that's always been the pinnacle of racing along with graphics. So if you have a 4K TV or you're thinking about investing into a 4K TV, this will be the game to get for it. But Gran Turismo Sport is set to release October 17th. And that wraps up our top 10 games for October. Like I said, a lot of major titles from AAA companies dropping down, and it looks like still a lot of remakes are coming out. I have none against it. I would love to see a lot of the older games being remastered, being brought back out to play. Hopefully they continue going on. Hopefully a lot of games get remastered correctly and it keeps going on. But like I said, this is just getting into the start of all these major games dropping. You know, we still got November and December coming out, so the holidays are going to be going crazy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what games you're looking forward to coming out next month. What games you plan on already getting. Me myself, I'm definitely looking forward to Wolfenstein 2, and there's a couple other games on this list that I'm looking forward to getting to also. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. I am Proto, and I will catch you guys later.